What is up, Pokepeeps and Masters? It is Russ here, PokeRuss, and we are back for another Dragon Ball Super TCG video. This week's been full of them with deck profiles, pack openings, all that kind of stuff. But we do got the brand new Rising Broly Structure deck that just came out. Starter deck, Structure deck. It's Starter deck. It's not Structure. Anyway, we got this brand new deck that comes out. And usually, like I said, I usually don't go over starter decks as they come out, but this one has 10 brand new starter rares that aren't in the set. And I'm like, you know what? This deck's actually really freaking dope. And like I said, 10 starter rares. So we're gonna go open this and go over it and all that kind of stuff. So this is starter deck 8. And not gonna lie, I'm in love with this Broly. Not like, I don't know. Like, I think it's just a really good leader, and I can't wait to build with it. So it comes with a playmat and a guide to learn how to play. If you're watching this video, you probably, I don't know if you know how to play, but this is the deck. So I'm super excited. Like, I have held on to this. Like, I'm recording this on Monday. Like, I got this Saturday at my locals for the pre-release, and like, shout out to Bottom Dollar Trading Cards, which is where I do a lot of my playing. I do videos there. I do all that kind of stuff. Where's the little tab? Where's the little open tab? Am I blind? This is going to be a video where Russell doesn't find the tab. Like, I see the line. I just don't know where this... There it is. There's the starter tab. Okay. So, let's pop this open. So we have the brand new leader, Broly Evil Unleashed, and Broly. So choose up to one green Frieza's army with an energy cost of 1 or less. Oh, no, just an energy cost of 1, sorry. And add to your hand, then shuffle your deck afterwards. Negate the skill for the duration of the game. So at the beginning of the game, you pretty much get to grab your turn in one play. And which is super nice. That means you don't have to mulligan for it. So you can mulligan for other cards that are important to your combos. And then 4 or less life, you may draw a card, untap one energy, and flip this card over. You have Broly Evil Unleashed. Permanent. If there are 2 more battle cards in play, you can't play battle cards, so it's kind of restricting there, but Sparking 7. When you play this, when this card attacks, draw cards until you have 6 cards in hand. Pretty crazy. Allows you to run really strong combos, because you can combo out with the attack before, and then just go back up to 6 right there. Once per turn, choose one of your battle cards with your opponent. Choose one of your battle cards and one of your opponent's battle cards. KO the chosen cards. So each turn it blows something up, it draws a poop ton, but it does limit you on the amount of cards you can play. So, pretty dope leader. So there's 10 starter rares, they all come with a holo and a non-holo variant. So we have Broly the Ravage, which all the holos come first. Okay, so 2 copies of Broly the Ravager. So, critical, which is super nice, turn 7, critical, once per turn, burst 3. Your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and puts in the drop area. So you mill 3, they drop 1 card. Pretty nice. 30,000 power, Broly the Ravager. And these are all BR Brolys as well, just so you know. Next is the turn 4 Broly, which is Broly Rushing 4th. This also has critical, so a lot of these have critical, which is super nice, especially when you're building a discard deck, which Broly usually is. When this card is removed from the battlefield by a skill or KO'd, choose 2 cards from your hand and place them in the drop area. Then if you do, choose 1 green Broly BR with an energy cost of 7 from your hand and play it. So this goes directly into this. Sadly, this doesn't go directly into turn 8, but we'll get into that later. So that's pretty awesome. Again, critical, 20,000 power, pretty strong. Next, we have 2 copies of the super combo of the deck, which this card I definitely need to get a second copy, because obviously, well, technically I want 4 copies of this holo, but I'll settle for 2 holos and 2 non-holos. This is your super combo, second best super combo in the game right now. So choose, when you combo with this card, if your leader is green and your life is 4 or less, choose 2 cards, then draw 2 cards and choose 1 card from your hand and send it to warp. Pretty awesome, and it's not even specifically Broly, it's for any green leader, which is super amazing. And there's combos that go with it, so it's pretty awesome. The next starter rare is Chile Frieza's Force Soldier. When you play this card, draw cards. This is one of the turn ones you can search out. Activate main, pay 1 green, 1 anything. Choose 1 green Frieza's army with an energy cost of 2 or less from your deck and play it. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Pretty cool. Next is Lemo, Frieza's Soldier. It's a turn 2. This is usually what you get off Chili, I assume. Activate main, choose once per turn, pay green, choose one card from your hand and place it in the drop area. Choose one Chili Bay Art with an energy cost of 2 or less from your deck and play it. So this can play this, then I can play this. Pretty awesome. We have 2 copies of Sun Goku ready to fight. This is your yellow Goku BR. This is Coat Goku. Permanent, if your opponent has 4 or more cards in rest mode, the energy cost of this card is reduced by 3. So if your opponent has 4 or more rest mode cards, which is crazy, he becomes a turn 1. Pretty nice. When you play this card, you can't play any more Sun Goku's ready to fight for the duration of the turn, or time to fight. And place this card in the owner's drop area. Choose one green or yellow Saiyan with an energy cost of 3 or less and 10,000 power or less in your drop area, and play it in rest mode. Then you can only play battle cards that are green and yellow and no other colors for the duration of the turn. This kind of limits what you play, but it gets the special stuff, like you attack with it and then you get to do it out for... Actually, I don't know what it's for. It's 3 or less. Anyway, next we have Vegeta. We have 2 copies of the Vegeta. We're going to do this so I can actually look at you guys while I'm doing this. Blocker, turn 4. When your opponent has 4 or less cards or 4 or more cards in rest mode, reduce the energy cost of this card by 3. So, again, another card that becomes cheaper if your opponent has a lot of rest mode cards, and it's a nice 1500 blocker. Nope, we have 2 more starter rares left. Like I said, this deck is full of starter rares, which are all new cards that aren't, like, in the set. So next is, we have 2 copies of Godly Destruction Whis. Auto, when you play this card, draw a card. And once per turn, when your opponent switches one of their energy to active mode with a non-awakened skill, choose up to one of your opponent's energy and place it in the drop area. Pretty freaking strong card. Probably one of the best reasons to get the starter deck, that and the super combos. Even if you don't plan on playing Brawly, pick it up for these and these. Super freaking ugly strong. Like, this is going to make its way into the lineage decks crazily. Next, we have 2 copies of God of Destruction Beerus. When you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode with energy cost of 2 or less and KO it. Pretty nice. I do wish, I mean, it's turn 1, so I guess not, but I do wish it did ignore Barrier. But it's okay. So these are all the brand new starter rares. All of this is brand new to the game, which is super freaking dope. Now let's see what else they stuffed into this beautiful deck. So we have 4 copies. This is the first time, well, not the first, the second time this card has been reprinted. The other time was a special promo. But 4 copies of Cold Bloodlust. Because Broly is Frieza's army, you can't play Cold Bloodlust, the negate stuff for the turn. 4 copies of Frieza's Call. Again, if your leader's Frieza's army, you get to do crazy stuff. Pretty awesome. Can't complain. 4 copies of Broly Berserker Origin. So this allows you to play a 6-cost Broly. So the 6-cost Broly actually isn't in here, but the 6-cost is in the actual set, which is super nice. And you activate main, you can kill an energy 3 costs or less. We have 4 copies of the little baby Broly that goes into the 4-drop Broly, which can go into 6-drop, or this can go into this 4-drop and go into the 7-drop, which is super nice. Next, we have 4 copies of Paragus, Deadly Premonition. I'm not going to really go over the cards that we've seen in the set. We have 4 copies of Ties That Bind Ba. I love Ba, not going to lie. We have 4 copies of Broly's Control Mechanism, and 4 copies of Wrathful Charge. So out of the gate, if you're willing to look to edit this deck, I might go over a video of how you can edit this deck and like turn this deck. Obviously, I don't know if it's going to be like a cheat variant, or like how can you turn this deck into a competitive deck. But definitely one of the things that sticks out right away to me is Preemptive Strike. Preemptive Strike, if your leader is green, you can cancel out one of your opponent's summons. It's pretty nice. But this is the Broly deck, guys. You get a beautiful amount of brand new cards. All the cards you get in are really good, actually. Like, this is probably easily the most competitive out of the gate starter deck that we've gotten. So, if Dragon Ball Super TCG really tickles your fancy, we do a lot of it over here. We do pack openings, box, obviously, starter deck openings, box openings. We do deck profiles. We do a little bit of, like, theory content. We do a little bit of battle content, stuff like that, because I do help out over at Bottom Dollar TC. You can check them out in the description box down below. But they do a lot of competitive gaming, and we record some of the competitive gaming and put it on channel. So, if any of that tickles your fancy, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you're wanting a little spice, this is the deck we profiled yesterday if you're watching the day that this comes out. But also we do Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle on the channel as well. We also do Yu-Gi-Oh! Speed Dueling. So if any of that, like I said, if any of that is your kind of thing, go down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. PokeRuss out. Peace.